Hello, friends. Welcome back to Learning Nails and Aesthetics and now Cosmetology. Keep in mind, I am not AI, so mistakes will be made. Also, check out my other videos. The Milady Aesthetics book. The Milady Foundations book is a companion book to all of these. And check out the videos for the Milady Nail book as well. We are on page 97 of Health Sciences, Chapter 4, Skin Disorders and Diseases. Learning Objective 11. Describe contact dermatitis and prevention measures for cosmetologists. Contact dermatitis. Dermatitis is a generalized term to refer to an inflammatory condition of the skin. Contact dermatitis is a skin inflammation caused by contact with certain chemicals or substances. It is the most common work-related skin disorder for cosmetology professionals, as many of these substances are used in cosmetology. There are two types of contact dermatitis: allergic contact dermatitis and irritant contact dermatitis. Allergic contact dermatitis. Allergic contact dermatitis, ACD, occurs when a person develops an allergy to an ingredient or a chemical, usually caused by repeated skin contact with the chemical. Sensitization is an allergic reaction created by repeated exposure to a chemical or a substance. Monomer liquids, hair color, and chemical texture solutions are all common causes of allergic reactions with repeated exposure. Once a product allergy is established, the person affected by the allergy, cosmetologist or client, must stop using that particular product until the allergic symptoms are clear. In severe or chronic cases, affected people should see a dermatologist for allergy testing. Common places for allergic contact dermatitis include the fingers, palms or back of the hands, face, especially the cheeks, scalp, hairline, forehead, or neckline. If you examine the areas where the problem occurs, you can usually determine the cause. For example, when stylists don't consistently wear gloves for chemical or coloring services, they may find contact dermatitis on their fingers and hands. Irritant contact dermatitis. Irritant contact dermatitis, ICD, occurs when irritating substances temporarily damage the epidermis. Figure 4-23 shows an example. Unlike allergic contact dermatitis, irritant contact dermatitis is not usually chronic if precautions are taken. Corrosive substances or exfoliating agents are examples of products with irritant potential. Contact with irritant chemicals can damage the epidermis because the irritant can enter the skin surface and cause inflammation, redness, swelling, itching, and burning. Repeated exposure can worsen the condition. Preventing contact dermatitis. Using gloves or implements when working with irritating chemicals is the best way to prevent both occupational types of contact dermatitis. Cosmetologists should use them when applying chemicals such as hair color, straighteners, and permanent wave solutions. Nail technicians should use them when applying nail products such as monomer liquids and polymer powders. Estheticians should use them when applying exfoliation products and drying agents. Frequent hand washing can dry out hands and crack the skin, allowing penetration of irritating chemicals and causing further irritation. Hand washing is important to prevent disease spread, but follow it with protective hand creams to keep the hands in good condition. Keeping your tools, equipment, and surfaces clean and disinfected is an important step in protecting yourself and avoiding skin problems. Practice these steps with great diligence. Keep brush handles, containers, and tabletops clean and free from product, dust, and residue. Repeatedly handling these items will cause overexposure and skin reactions that, in some cases, could end your beauty career. Wear protective gloves whenever using products known to cause irritant or allergic contact dermatitis. Keep your hands clean and moisturized to prevent irritant reactions. Check in. What is contact dermatitis and how can it be prevented? Don't forget to boop that like button. Here we go with the chapter glossary. And subscribe, comment. Just a little emoji. You don't have to write a dissertation in the comments. Just something to let me know that you're there. Acne, also known as acne vulgaris, skin disorder characterized by chronic inflammation of the sebaceous glands from retained secretions and bacteria. Albinism, congenital hypopigmentation, a rare genetic condition characterized by absence of melanin pigment in the body, including the skin, hair, and eyes. Allergic contact dermatitis, abbreviated ACD, an allergy to an ingredient or a chemical, usually caused by repeated skin contact with the chemical. Anaerobic, cannot survive in the presence of oxygen. Anhidrosis, anhidrosis, deficiency in perspiration or the inability to sweat, often a result of damage to an autonomic nerve. Basal cell carcinoma, most common and least severe type of skin cancer, often characterized by light or pearly nodules. Bromidrosis, foul-smelling perspiration, usually noticeable in the armpits or on the feet, generally caused by bacteria. Bulla, plural, bullae, a large blister containing a watery fluid similar to a vesicle, requires medical referral. Chlasma, a condition characterized by hyperpigmentation in spots that are not elevated and is generally caused by cumulative sun exposure or aging, similar to melasma. Cicatrix, also known as a scar, lightly raised mark on the skin formed after an injury or skin lesion has healed. Conjunctivitis, also known as pink eye, infection of the eye or eyes that may be caused by bacteria or virus, can be extremely contagious. Contact dermatitis, inflammation of the skin caused by having contact with certain chemicals or substances. Crust, dead cells that form over a wound or blemish while healing, accumulation of sebum and pus, sometimes mixed with epidermal cells. Cyst, closed, irregularly developed sac that contains fluid, pus, semifluid, or morbid matter above or below the skin, requires medical referral. Dermatitis, inflammatory condition of the skin. Eczema, uncomfortable inflammatory disease of the skin that is often chronic, characterized by moderate to severe inflammation, scaling, and sometimes severe itching. Epidermoid cyst, also known as sebaceous cyst, large protruding pocket-like lesion filled with keratin, frequently seen on the scalp and back. Excoriation, skin score or abrasion produced by scratching or scraping. Extrinsic factors, environmental factors that contribute to aging, skin aging. Fissure, crack in the skin that penetrates the dermis. Examples include severely cracked and or chapped hands and lips. Free radicals, unstable molecules that cause biochemical aging, especially wrinkling and skin sagging. Herpes simplex 1, reoccurring viral infection that often presents as a fever blister or cold sore. Hyperhidrosis, excessive sweating caused by heat or general body weakness. Hyperpigmentation, overproduction of pigment, appears as dark splotches. Hypertrophy, irregular growth of the skin. Hypopigmentation, lack of pigment that results in light or white splotches. Impetigo, contagious bacterial skin infection caused by weeping lesions, usually caused by Staphylococcus bacteria. Intrinsic factors, skin aging factors over which there is little control. Irritant contact dermatitis, abbreviated ICD, occurs when irritating substances temporarily damage the epidermis. Keloid, thick scar resulting from excessive growth of fibrous tissue. Keratoma, acquired superficial thickened patch of epidermis, a callus. Hiccups. Lentiginous, singular, lentigo, technical term for freckles, small yellow to brown splotches on skin exposed to sunlight and air. Lesions, marks on the skin, may indicate an injury or damage that changes the structure of tissue or organs. Leukoderma, skin disorder characterized by light or white irregular patches, hypopigmentation, caused by a burn, scar, inflammation, or congenital disease. Macule, plural, macula, flat spot or skin discoloration such as freckle or liver spot, age spot. Malignant melanoma, most serious form of skin cancer, often characterized by black or dark brown patches that are uneven, jagged, or raised. Melasma, also referred to as a pregnancy mask, a form of hyperpigmentation that is characterized by bilateral patches of brown pigmentation on the cheeks, jawline, forehead, and upper lip due to hormonal imbalances such as pregnancy or birth control pills. Milia, benign, which is harmless, keratin-filled cysts that appear just under the epidermis with no visible opening. Miliaria rubra, also known as prickly heat, acute inflammatory disorder of the sweat glands characterized by the eruption of small red vesicles accompanied by and burning and itching. Mole, small spot or blemish on the skin ranging in color from pale tan to brown or bluish black. Nevus, also known as a birthmark, malformation of the skin due to irregular pigmentation. I thought I was doing good. Or dilated capillaries. Nodule, solid bump on the skin, larger than 0.4 inches, 1 centimeter, that can be easily felt. Non-comedogenic, product that has been designed and proven to not clog the follicles. Papule, small skin elevation that contains no fluid but may develop pus. Primary lesions. Lesions that are a different color than the color of the skin and or are raised above the surface of the skin. Psoriasis, skin disease characterized by red patches covered with silver white scales, usually found on the scalp, elbows, knees, chest, and lower back. Pustule, raised inflamed papule with a white or yellow cinder containing pus on the top of the lesion. Retention hyperkeratosis, hereditary tendency for acne-prone skin to retain dead cells in the follicle, forming an obstruction that clogs follicles and exacerbates inflammatory acne lesions such as papules and pustules. Rosacea, formerly called acne rosacea, chronic condition that appears primarily on the cheeks and nose, characterized by flushing, which is redness, telangiectasia, distended or dilated surface blood vessels, and in some cases, the formation of papules and pustules. Scale, any thin, dry, or oily plate of epidermal flakes. An example, I lost my place. How does that even happen? An example is irregular or excessive dandruff. The scar, also known as cicatrix, a lightly raised mark or depressed skin area formed as a result of the healing process related to an injury or lesion. Sebaceous cyst, large protruding pocket-like lesion filled with sebum, frequently seen on the scalp and back. Seborrheic dermatitis, a skin condition caused by an inflammation of the sebaceous glands, often characterized by redness, dry or oily scaling, crusting, stubborn dandruff, and or itchiness. Secondary skin lesions, characterized by an accumulation of material on the skin surface, such as a crust or scab, or by depressions in the skin surface, such as an ulcer. Sensitization, allergic reaction created by repeated exposure to a chemical or a substance. Skin tag, small, brown, or flesh-colored outgrowth of skin. Squamous cell carcinoma, type of skin cancer more serious than basal cell carcinoma, often characterized by scaly red papules or nodules, can spread to other parts of the body. Stain, irregular brown or wine-colored skin discoloration with a circular and or irregular shape. Tan, change in pigmentation of skin caused by exposure to the sun or ultraviolet light. Telangiectasia, condition involving visible capillaries 0.02 to 0.04 inch, 0.5 to 1 millimeter in diameter, commonly found on the face, particularly around the nose, cheeks, and chin. Tubercle, closed, irregularly developed sac that contains pus, semi-fluid, or morbid matter above or below the skin. Cannot be drained. Tumor, any type of irregular mass varying in size, shape, and color. Ulcer, open lesion on the skin or mucous membrane of the body, accompanied by pus and loss of skin depth and possibly weeping fluids or pus. Verruca, also known as a wart, hypertrophy of the papillae and epidermis caused by a virus. Vesicle, small blister or sac containing clear fluid, lying within or just beneath the epidermis. Vitiligo, hereditary condition that causes hypopigmentation, milky white spots and splotches on the skin. Wheal, itchy, swollen lesion caused by a blow or scratch. Insect bite or urticaria, what? Which is a skin allergy. Examples include hives and mosquito bites. I hope this was helpful to you. We will continue with health sciences in Chapter 5, Nail Structure and Growth. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And have a great day. I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye.